Hello YouTube, I decided I was going to do a video response to the comments I was getting on my video White Privilege Died a Long Time Ago. This is about the white families dying. And here's the problem. It's your fucking fault, white people. Just like it's the black people's fault that their families are dying, and the Latinos' fault that their families are dying, and I can't say shit on the Asians because, well, every Asian family that I know, it's white guy goes off to so-and-so in Asia with the military, comes back with a wife. I mean, that's how I was born about. Now, like I said before in the video that I'm responding to comments to, I'm a minority. Nobody said anything about that, but I'll tell you this right now. I've seen this from all angles. I've lived with the white people, I've lived with the black people, I've lived with the Latino people, I've lived with the white people 20 years of my life. Okay? I've seen this shit. I know what it is, and I know what it looks like. And it's white people's fault that the white families are dying. The well-to-do white families, the ones that have money that they can go spend and act like dumbasses with, what do they do? Well, it's often looked at like having a family is a death of ambition. All the wonderful fun that you can have, you know, it's all gone once you have a child. I don't look at it like that at all. I look at that as one of the sole reasons for people existing. That's 1/3 of people's life right there. Raising children. If you want to take that out, all those supposed ambitions that you have, anyone who says that they have ambitions and that children would just get in the way with it, you're full of shit. You don't have shit. It's always some childish excuse. I want to work. Oh, doing what? And you can't have a child with that too? Yeah, exactly. Stupid people like that who just want to act like children their entire lives. Like, spring break never ended. Yeah, precisely. The middle class families. The families where, okay, mom works these hours, dad works these hours. Children, you have these hours to yourself. What do I see? It's rarely, in the middle class families, I always see this. Mom and dad are separated because they're working constantly. Okay. What does that leave? That leaves the children to raise themselves practically. And what do? They idolize jackasses. Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dub. Who the fuck wants their kids to listen to ICP? Miley Cyrus. Really? Didn't she just write a song about doing lines of cocaine and fucking various different guys in the bathrooms and shit like that? Wasn't it all hidden under little code language for the kids? Yeah, precisely. Kesha. Look, I'm not really much on religion, but anyone who's bolstering themselves off using satanic symbolism, you really think your children should be watching that? Okay, let's continue on. Katy Perry. Do I really need to say that shit? Nicki Minaj. God damn, she's one of the biggest attention whores I'd ever seen. Christ. Children idolize that and they turn into the shitbags of the lower class, like what I'm going to describe now. The lower class. What do I notice about the lower class here? The lower class white people here, the people who are in poverty, they're in poverty mostly because they're lazy. The dudes will have 5, 6 different baby mamas. The mamas will have 5, 6 different baby daddies. They're almost all on welfare. They like to do drugs. In between my house, there is a gas station, and right on that other side of the gas station, there's another house, and on that other side of that house, there is an apartment building full of nothing but welfare people. And another house down, there's the police station. They don't do shit about the drugs that go on there. People just sitting there hanging out on their porch, the welfare recipients doing lines, and the police will just sit there and wave at them. That says 2 things right there. 1, the police are not allowed to do shit anymore. And 2, watching them raise their children. Jesus Christ. What the hell is wrong with you people? Families don't exist anymore. It's the same thing with black families and Latino families. And like I said before, I can't really say anything about the Asian families. But the death of the family is one of itself. It's not just a white thing. Except the added problems with the white people. Let's add on and talk about what happens with the white people. Why the white people are especially victimized in this case. Like I said before, multiculturalism is the death of America. I understand somebody wanting to keep their heritage. I mean, me, I still eat with chopsticks, like my mother taught me. However, I'm not going to get mad and angry because I go into an Italian restaurant, they don't have chopsticks waiting for me. Or if I go into just your regular American bistro and they don't have chopsticks waiting for me. Why? Because that's un-American. When you come to America, you should understand and respect the American cultures and values. The hard men who walked through the wilderness and tore out a civilization from it. Not this, I'm white, I need to act as country as possible, but not actually know what the fuck, how to tie a fishing hook or some shit like that. Or the, I'm black, I need to act like I'm from the hood even though I live in the suburbs. Shit. We should all behave the same. And separating ourselves through racial bullshit is stupid. The racial integration shit, it's one-sided. The white people get looked at like, oh, you're a racist if you don't want them to behave their way, but if you go there, you need to behave like them. It's bullshit. Though I am going to elaborate on that. Places in New Jersey, New York, those places, there's a lot less racism there. Why? Because if a white guy goes to the hood and has the hood act and all that other crazy shit, he's generally accepted. New York and New Jersey, just like those northern areas right there. Why? Because they sat around each other long enough to the point where it really didn't matter anymore. And that's how I believe it should be. Except I believe it should be done in civilized areas. But no, so many black people want to behave like they're from the hood, even when they're not. So many Latino people want to do the same goddamn thing. Oh, look, I'm a Cholo. No, you're not. But I digress. On an end note, I'd like to say this. I think it's kind of fucked up how we had David Rockefeller say these words. I funded Women's Lib. If you don't know what that is, that's the women's liberation movement where women wanted equal rights and all that other crazy shit. And they decided that they were going to protest for equal rights by burning bras and trash cans. Okay then. Anyways. Yeah, I don't like feminists. Continuing on. It was to break up the family, he said. You couldn't tax half the population. And then get more people relying on the state. I think it's fucked up. I believe that if you want the families to come back in any race, what you do is you have a parent staying home to beat the shit out of the kids if they misbehave at school. You teach values to your kids. Male parents, if you have a day off, spend some time bonding with your sons. Same with you wives. But no, it's not going to happen. Why? Because too many of you people like those things the way they are. Yeah, like the things the way they are. Anyways, I'm done with my rant and ramble. You have a nice day. Comments, criticisms, subscribes. Yeah, whatever.